Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. We're going to be talking about two new medals that should be coming to Global, but they're released in JP right now. We got SB, which should be Super Burst Sephiroth, and a Prime Cloud. All in one banner. This banner is just like the Riku versus Roxas one where it came with a Nominate, but a Nominate was a non-mercy. Sephiroth is a non-mercy in this banner. But the Cloud in the JP version is a 5 mercy, and every pull you get a 6-star Cloud and not a trait medal. So you get guaranteed prime medal every pull. But in the JP version, again, could be a little different, anniversary, all that, but we'll see what we'll get for Global. So banner-wise, tier 5 prime, top of the line right now. They're stronger than the foretellers when it comes to like single target damage, not AoE wise, but they do have AoE effect as well. So they do more damage with one enemy left. Same thing for Sephiroth, AoE damage, but does more damage when there's one enemy left. Or for raid bosses, just one part left. Meaning if you take out the arms or the extra parts, all that. So let's talk about it, starting with Cloud. So Prime Cloud here, he is tier 5. He lasts for 1 turn for his buffs and debuffs. His multiplier at 6 stars is 16.25 for single target and 10.95 for AoE. At 7 star, AoE is at 23.85, where his single target damage is 35.90. So we know exactly what this is. This is just like Riku versus Roxas tier 5 version. So they're just continuing the pattern here for tier 5s, but we got upright power now. So same thing, 7 attack up for power, 7 defense down for power, upright 3, upright defense down by 7, and general defense down by 5. So no general attack in there, and it's only for power medals. So just like all the other prime medals, really powerful, good, but they only take care of themselves, which is all right because every medal takes care of themselves. So you don't need a Kairi and a Xion to buff all attributes or all that. It's not overwrite, which is beautiful if the buff cap ever raises. And it has an 80% guild to all medals, just like Kairi and Xion EX, so no higher. Highest is Era with 120. It restores 3 gauges. It costs 6 gauges, so you have to put attack boost max with SP gauge on it. It deals 4 hits, just like the other prime medals. Tier 5 AoE. So you got all that going on in this one medal. It's a prime medal. They're mercy pulls. You can't go wrong. Free to play players, this is your calling. Just like Riku versus Roxas, this is the best tier 5s. But I feel like we're going to be in tier 6s very, very soon. So if you're okay and you're passing content right now, you're totally okay to skip out on this. Everyone else who needs upright power, that's buying VIP or spending money in the game, it's an upright power that's almost one of the most powerful ones when it comes to mercy and lots of traits. So it can become even better. And since it's a prime medal, you get to put 2,000 chips and 2,000 Dales on it. It's got 5 trait slots. So it's really good for that. I'm going to pull up KHUxtracker.com right now to show you guys the difference. So on KHUxtracker.com, you guys can see right here that he is sitting right beside the Riku versus Roxas and the Roxas and Xion medal, and of course the illustrated Roxas. So they all have their own versions of either upright, reverse, magic speed, or power. He is the power version. So once this collection is done, tier 6s are going to come in, or tier 7s. They might jump because tier 8s are here already as well on mercy pulls of 10 though. So they're continuing the mercy pulls of 5 for the same as the prime medals, but when it comes to the EX, the plus medals, or now the super burst medals, they're becoming 10 mercy or non-mercy. So prime medals, free to play side, every other medal, super lucky, or you're paying for the game. That's what you're going to look at. So if you want to stay competitive as a free to play player, I wouldn't chase too much for anything that's not a mercy 5. So we got reverse magic now, reverse speed now, upright magic, upright power. Now all we need is the reverse power to finish this trio, and the upright speed to finish this trio as well. So we're missing a total of 2 more medals to come out before the rest is finished. So we're very, very close from leaving tier 5 primes, and we see that with the tier 6 and 7 polling. You know tier 6 primes are coming, guys. So be careful. If you're okay in the game right now, save up a bit. But he sits around here compared to everything. He is stronger than the foretellers when it comes to single target, but not the older foretellers, the newer foretellers. You can see that they're just right down here. But that's comparing 2 different medals altogether. These guys have AoE damage, which is incredible for 34 multiplier, but single target 35, so not the greatest. As you go up, you see all these medals in front of him, old high score challenge medals, tier 7 medals, all doing way better than those medals. So they're only really good because of the chip and dales and the 5 traits that you're guaranteed to get because you're pulling for the mercy pull. Now we're going to talk about what's right here. Now back to my little cutouts over here that it took a little while to do, but it's all right. Sephiroth. brand new Sephiroth Super Blast SB. It might be called Supernova in the global version, like everyone's mentioning in my comment section. So we got Super Burst Sephiroth, SB Sephiroth, who is just like Riku. So back over there where the Riku is, I'm going to show you guys in a second. Sephiroth, what does he do? He's incredible. Not just what I'm showing you here, guys. I have a whole video on it. It's called Super Burst. It's a really good, unique thing, but I'm going to talk about what the medal does for damage-wise. So for one turn, it is a tier 8 AoE, does more damage for single target enemies. So AoE 31.48 and single target at 47.39. Really good multipliers. You get him alone, copy him with other tier 8 copycat medals, and you won't need a lot of medals for a long time. He will take care of himself and more for a very long period. He might not be the best AoE, he might not be the best single target, but what he comes with makes him very unique and very long lasting because of multiple reasons. So multiple reason number 1, he deals 1 hit. High score challenge MVP is back. AoE and single target 1 hit. He costs 6 gauges, so you need an SP gauge on him, but he does restore 3 gauges. So if you put attack boost max 7 or 8 with SP gauge 0, you're guaranteed 3 gauges every time you activate this medal. He has 100% to all medals after him and himself for guilt percentage, so this multiplier is going to go even bigger than what you see here. But again, not the best. We have 110% and 120% off other medals, but 100% on a high score challenge medal. Whew, so good. Buffs and debuffs, he doesn't do general strength, but he does reverse lower general defense down by 7, reverse strength up by 3, reverse defense down by 7, reverse power strength up by 7, and reverse. So again, he takes care of himself. No upright and no magic or speed. He takes care of power, reverse, and general defense down. Everything else is for the rest of your medals. So really amazing medal. The thing that I would say that he would last a very long time if he had general strength, he would be absolutely long. But he's still going to be an amazing medal because there's a super burst ability attached with this medal, so you get an extra attack with this. It's like Nova, but you activate it according to the medal. So every time you have one of this medal, a super burst medal Sephiroth, or future super burst medals in your Keyblade setup, you can activate them over and over. So it's an extra attack. It does like 100 million damage if it has enough proper strength, Keyblade strength, all that. I got a whole video. I'll link that in the description or in the comment section so you guys can see what Super Burst is. But he comes with a Super Burst ability that's very incredible and game changing. So just like the nominee that was with Riku and Roxas, that came with that extra banner, so the double banner. Now we got this Cloud with this Sephiroth, double banner, and a medal that's not a mercy with a unique ability. So where does this medal stand compared to everyone else's powers? Back to KHUxtracker.com, you guys can see he sits right beside the Riku. Riku's the speed version. He's the reverse power version, meaning there's going to be more medals like these guys that have the 47.39 with AoE damage of 31. That's going to fit around here. As you can see, they're not the best. Right away, SciEx organization members do better. They are better than the older organization member, but not by much. And our high score challenge medals are still dominant at 53.66, and Illustrated Invisible is higher by 2.61 multiplier. So again, not the greatest AoE, not the best single target, but definitely enough to carry you through the game, especially if you get negative 60 on this guy and plus 1000s or extra attack. Especially negative 60 ground, we know how important that is. This is the medal that's going to help you with Sephiroth himself, guaranteed, because that single multiplier is great, and also he's power versus power, which is neutral damage, and it's totally fine. You don't have to be super effective. So next game-breaking medal, I wouldn't say, not game-breaking, sorry, but he does have a new mechanic that could destroy PvP if you don't get him for the first week or second week. But after that, I think Super Burst is going to be a common thing as we go through the game. Even the new buffing medal might have Super Burst, so I wouldn't worry too much. But if you have a total of 6 medals, not including your friend medal, if they all have Super Burst, you have 6 extra medals to do damage. You have 6 more Novas, essentially, that do what Nova should have been doing this whole entire time. Damage. I'm talking about like 8 to 15 million damage in PvP according to your Keyblade slot and your metal strength. You're looking at 100 million damage, again, according to what you got in PvE. So this Super Burst is very incredible, but at the same time, he is very strong himself as well with one hit. So these two medals, if they do come to global, Cloud is a Mercy. I'd recommend the Mercy pull for the Cloud. One, really good medal. The thing about Cloud though, you're only looking at certain Keyblades that has that upright power. So Mughal Glory, if you are someone who mains the Fairy Stars, you don't have an upright power slot, so you do have to put them on the pet slot. I wouldn't say first slot unless you have buffs that carry over for second turn and you don't care too much about the first turn having this medal do all the general strength, so he won't do anything. But you don't want to do Keyblades like that. So Fairy Stars, if that's your main Keyblade, you kind of miss out with that Cloud. But Cloud will sit nicely on the Fairy Stars along with the new Sephiroth or copy medal. So Fenrir is going to be a lot better than it was before. Olympia, again, if you do have Antiform Sora, Key Art Bonds, you can copy the Cloud 3 times if you don't have a lot of good upright speed medals, but you do have copycat medals, that can help. And again, Sephiroth can sit there as well on the Olympia. So the double over here is really, really good. But like I was saying, you got to use Mughal Glory at 35, 2.2. Multiplier is not that great. You do have the Dark Gnaw, but then Cloud has to sit right here by himself. But again, he takes care of himself for upright, except for 4 upright, which is a big difference. So it is very selective where he can sit. There is a treasure trove, and I believe even Starlight doesn't have it. So upright power is only good on the upright power Keyblades or Olympia. So it's very hard to say, hey, upright powers are worth chasing, but it is a Mercy Pull 5 and you might get that Sephiroth, so it's not that bad of a banner. And also you get a guaranteed one at a 6-star, so if you don't want to chase for Sephiroth and you don't want to Mercy your 7-star version and you have tier 5 fairies for Cloud, then I would definitely just pull once for the 3,000 jewels, grab that Cloud, throw the Making Brooms on it, and then just use the fairies to make it a 7-star, and you walk away. You only spent 3,000 jewels, and you can save for tier 6 primes. But that's just 2 recommendations. Either go for the Mercy, get those traits with it, try to get lucky. Don't chase traits after 5. It's definitely not worth it, especially with everything. But if you are chasing Sephiroth, then you might as well chase traits or make multiple copies of Cloud. So when it comes to 3 ranking PvP matches, you have 2 power ones, you have enough Clouds to go on Olympia and on the Fenrir if that's a PvP week. Or when they extend PvP to 7 medals or more than 3, you now have multiple upright power medals as well. So it all depends if you have jewels and if this is what you want to go for. But again, upright power's got some awkward spots, but it's definitely not weak on the right Keyblade. So that is pretty much it for Sephiroth and Cloud. I think Sephiroth is definitely a must if you want to compete in the next 2, especially if you guys are top 100 or top 1000. If top 1000 players get the Sephiroth with that extra damage coming in from that super burst, you are going to be able to compete in PvP this week, and you're going to be able to beat a lot of the Sephiroth fights, the one in the Hades Cup and future Organization 13 events, which we're also going to talk about because JP got a reprint of them, 2 traits and the full medal for the previous Organization 13 Kai medals. Really incredible, but they are level 5,000 enemies still, so it's kind of tough. So this might help out a lot. But either way, let me know what you guys are going to do. Are you going to pull for it? Are you not going to pull for it? Again, Prime medals, you can't go wrong. They're the best of their tiers, but we're in a place where we don't know what's going on at the moment. There might be a new buffer. There might be new Prime medals, and I'm giving like a 90%. Like it's happening. It's happening. You can see the pattern. It's happening. So it depends if you want to skip or not. Sephiroth's the only reason that a lot of people are going to try to go for that banner and get those Prime Clouds. Besides that, if Cloud was by himself, it could have been an easy skip because we know what's coming around the corner. Either way, guys, let me know what you think down below. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.